Here's the answer for example D. My main chain is right here, 7 carbons long. Now if you want to, instead of going from down here up, you can go from this carbon down. You'll get the exact same name that I will. That gives me that side chain, and that side chain. If I have 7 carbons in my main chain, it will be hept, all single bonded, so my suffix is ane. I have 3 groups that are the same. They all contain 1 carbon. Because they all have 1 carbon, they are methyl groups. Because I have 3 of them, I'm going to stick the molecular prefix tri in front to designate that I have 3. Now I have to add position numbers. If I number from this end, I will get lower numbers. I'll have a 2, 3, 5 as opposed to my first one if I start counting from this end at carbon number 3. So the name for D is 2,3,5-trimethylheptane. Now for example E. My main chain will be the 8 carbons as highlighted. That gives me a group here, a side chain here, and a side chain there. Because I have 8 carbons, my root is going to be oct. They're single bonded, so my suffix is ane. Now I have 2 different groups. I have side chains with 2 carbons and a side chain with 1 carbon. I have to put them in alphabetical order. This will become an ethyl group. This will be a methyl group. And alphabetically, E comes before M. So because I'm writing my name backwards, I'm going to start with my methyl. I have 1 of them, and I got to work out my numbering. If I start from this end, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so groups on 3, 4, and 5. If I start from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 4, 5, and 6. I have to start numbering from that carbon. So my methyl group is going to be on carbon 3, and I have 2 ethyl groups. Each one 2 carbons long. So because I have 2 of them, I'm going to use the prefix di in front of my name. And those ethyl groups are on carbon number 4 and carbon number 5. So the answer for E is 4,5-diethyl 3-methyl octane. Now, the names of organic compounds are so complicated because they describe the structures. You can take a name and go backwards and draw the structural diagram. So here are the steps. Draw the main chain horizontally across the page. It makes it easier than drawing it kinked. Step number 2, add branches on the appropriate carbons. In step number 3, add enough hydrogen so each carbon has 4 bonds. So let's draw 3-ethyl 3,4-dimethylhexane. So notice in my name the root is hex, so that means I need to draw 6 carbons straight across my page. Now, if I start by numbering them left to right, so this is carbon 1, 2, 3. I need an ethyl group on carbon number 3. Eth, remember, is 2 carbons long. Now, also on carbon number 3, I need a methyl group, which is 1 carbon long. And on carbon 4, I need a methyl group. Now remember from our last lesson, because of bond rotation, it doesn't matter if I draw the methyl going down or up or the ethyl going down or up. Same on this one. Any orientation works. Now, to finish this diagram off, I look at each carbon and add enough hydrogens in order for it to be stable. Starting with carbon 1, it has one bond, so it needs 3 carbons to be stable, so CH3. The next carbon has 2 bonds, so it needs 2 hydrogens. This carbon here already has 4 bonds, so it doesn't get any hydrogens. Now, by following this process, you can complete your diagram. I want you to try out example 2. Draw 3-ethyl 5-propyl decane.